Since late last year, I've had a bit of an itch to try some new stuff. However, I was not interested in breaking the bank. Therefore, I decided again to roll the dice with the PlayStation 4 store. As I've said in other videos, I'm not a fan of the PS4 store, but it does have some interesting things from time to time. Since I wasn't pleased with the last paid option I got, cough cough, I decided to take another spin on the free content. This is one example I discovered, and I wish to share my thoughts. This is Mad Marty, and this is a Casual Gamer's review to Dogfighter WW2 on the PS4. Originally released in 2019 by Iggy Bomb, Dogfighter is a free-to-play game with paid purchase options. It's better than a phone app, and better than old-school shareware of the mid-90s. That being said, this pros vs. cons review will be based on the quality of the game, knowing that it's free, but with the added element of my likelihood to participate in the paid content. That's how they designed it, so that's how I'm going to rate it. To begin with the pros, I spent a little over 3 weeks with this game, and I found it to be very serviceable. Dogfighter is a battle royale, air combat game with matches up to 40 players. As of the release of this video, the servers are strong enough to get a full standard battle royale game with relatively short wait times, and there are no glaring weaknesses in the overall playability. Dogfighter has a short learning curve, and most players should be able to get a reasonable grip on the gameplay fairly quickly. It does feature a good list of instructions which are viewable before every battle, and they're easy for a casual gamer like myself to understand. You still have to be careful though, because it is easy to kill yourself. Take this clip for instance. It is yet another public embarrassment to myself on YouTube. The interface itself is pretty basic. During combat you can collect power-ups, many of which I never use. So I found that keeping up health, fuel, and ammo most important. These are primarily available from the blimps on the stage. You can also grab power-ups each time you score a kill. Keep an eye on that fuel because you can run out and you will crash. Furthermore, required game zones pop up every couple of minutes and you have to fly to them in a hurry in order to survive. That's basically the element of the Battle Royale. There is a decent amount of aircraft available, and there are some notable differences between their abilities. Whether you use the US Mustang, the Japanese Zero, or the British Spitfire, the plane capabilities are good enough to appeal to most playstyles, whether you favor maneuverability, speed, firepower, or durability. One real nice thing is that novices can really succeed at this game. I traditionally suck at battle royales, and somehow I still landed in first place twice. I would imagine that a person that takes the time to master Dogfighter could really dominate. It's fairly easy to rattle opponents, and it doesn't take long to develop some basic strategies. For example, I prefer to start near the middle of the map. Less enemies there for some reason, and it's close to potential game zone spawns. I also found it's easier to engage from higher altitudes. Speeding up and speeding down with just a little evasion is easy to do, so it's fairly simple to trip up your opposition. You just let them fly right by you for a potential kill. You can also gang up on players, but this seems to work more against me in the end. Even though I think Dogfighter has a good framework, I do feel there are several notable cons. Most glaring is that advancement is far too slow. Earning points for planes, pilots, and other upgrades seems to take forever, and it gets tiresome fast. There are daily login points and a roulette feature at level up, but it's just not enough for me to get a taste of potential advancement. I know these guys want to make money, but were so many padlocks necessary? There's game modes and other features in here that I have no idea how to even access, and that's not a good thing for the game. Speaking of things I just don't get, I found the game menus and the shop clunky and hard to navigate. Load times and intermission between games seems a little too long, and I can only look at controller instructions and a map so much. Why couldn't we do customizations or look at stats during the battle keys? Call of Duty and some other games get this concept. This was a missed opportunity, and the stat reporting itself leaves something to be desired. As far as I could tell, there was only one playable map. This is a glaring weakness, and it really hurts the replay value. Additionally, when you die, I'm pretty sure you can't spectate. The lack of a spectator mode just plain sucks. Finally, I just don't get some of the visual elements and music in the game. All the pilots in the game are represented by these dog pictures, and they affect the in-game performance of your battles. I know the game is called Dogfighter, so it was probably somebody's art theme gimmick, but I just found it weird. It's not bad, but it doesn't do anything to increase my interest in the game. The music score doesn't make much sense either. A lot of it is upbeat rock, but it doesn't flow well with the pace of the game, at least in my opinion. Again, it's not bad, and I'm not out to criticize it to be difficult. It just feels a little out of place given the game's speed and the clunkiness of the menu navigation. It seems more appropriate for a faster-paced game. Now that we've talked pros and cons, is this a good game to own? Honestly, it's not bad. It's not a terrible option to download for yourself or a kid if you're on the cheap in order to try something new. It is free, and it's impressive based on that alone. Having said that, the game fails to generate enough personal interest for me to do any paid content, and this is one that I'm going to move on from. 2.5 stars out of 5. Although I admit I did get to this one a little late, so it may speak better to other audiences. I do appreciate you tuning in for this review, and again, this is Mad Marty, reminding you to do what's responsible, avoid what's irresponsible, make the most of what you got, and get respect. Mad respect. Please like and subscribe if you like the video, and we'll see you next time. Take care.